Maybe if I move some of the artillery over here. Lash. Oh, and I'll put some of those little tankies over here. Goody. Oh no, they used a dual strike. Rah, boom, crash. Lash. Lash. Pay attention. Stop playing games on the battlefield. Carelessness leads to death.
That's ironic, isn't it? Stop playing games on the battlefield. Oh.
And she said the name of the game, a dual strike.
Really?
Yeah, it's just one of those things.
Oh, it's probably
Roll credits.
Then. Never mind, yeah.
Don't be silly, it's just a game. No really, I'm playing a game, see?
Yeah.
And let me tell you, this boss, totally hard, seriously.
We put this in so that we could make an interesting trailer for the game.
Get back to the lab. We've got company, and I've got another mission to attend to. You're on your own for this one. We can't afford to have anything happen to you. Yeah, stop worrying about me. I do have our brand new weapon. You know, the black bomb. Which we saw in the third mission, remember? I'm more worried about this stupid boss battle than I am about... Uh-oh! What now? I think I dropped something when I was walking around earlier. See? You are careless. What did you drop? Nothing vital, I hope.
The bomb.
I don't remember. Probably just bolts or lint or an egg or something. I don't know. Who cares? I don't want to look for it. Let's just go. According to intelligence, the Black Bomb Research Lab should be right here. The Black Bomb? Hey, I remember that thing. Yeah, that's the one that almost wasted us on Beeren Island. That's the one. It has to be around here somewhere. Oh, Commander Rachel, I found this in a bush over there. What are you doing? You can't just walk around touching stuff. It could be a booby trap, and then you touch it and... Kaboom! Oh yeah. Oh no, I'm so sorry, sir. I don't see a blasting cap or a trigger mechanism. Actually, it looks like a remote control for a toy car or something. The enemy is just ahead. Teehee. Hello again, sad sacks. No one can have my black bomb. The closest you'll come is when I use it to blow you all to smithereens. Back for more, her lash. Tee. Hey Max, you still cracking coconuts with that big head of yours? No one can defeat my scientific mind. All I have to do is press this button and... Huh? Oh nuts, my remote's gone. Remote? Hey Lash, could you possibly be talking about this? Hey, give that back! Thief! Thief! Well, why should I give it back? Hey, are you losers asleep or something? The enemy took my black bombs. Do you have any idea how long it took me to build all of those?
Whoa. Bombs or bombs?
Bombs.
Bombs, so
Bombs.
we're not just gonna get high.
No.
Oh, okay.
What are we supposed to do about it? Oh, fine, forget it. They probably won't be able to use them anyway. It takes a special kind of genius to master black bomb deployment. Okay, let's start the game. Alright, so for this map, there are 6 black bombs on your side. And the main gist of this map is to use them to weaken the enemy army, so much so that you can finish them off on with your other units. So we've got a mix of units here, quite a few artillery, so we can't use max. I'm trying to think who would be the best. See, I like using Grim a lot, but I'm not so sure whether he's so good for this mission. And there is a fair amount of planes, so I'm actually wondering whether to stick with Jake and Rachel. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? I'll stick with Jake and Rachel. I'll swap them round though. So, we've got comm towers, direct attack, and indirect attack. So that's good. Rachel has direct attack. That's fine. You know what? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Just comm towers at the top. Airport to the north. Okay. I think this is good enough. Okay, so mission 14, Lash's Test. Giant missiles, flying bombs. Black holes sure loves weapons that self-destruct, don't they? Maybe it's because they always leave the smell of gunpowder behind. I could dig that. It's kind of a nice smell. Okay, so let's get this infantry over here to capture these com towers. And the general rule for moving units, I believe, is to move the units from the back end first, because then you don't end up sort of wasting your movement range with the units that are in front of them. Let's get those there. AC in between. Tank unit goes there. And let's go to the city. Refuel on the next turn. Right. Yeah, put the mech unit in there, so they'll be in for the next turn. Move the anti-air unit just up here. And the way to get around this level to use these black bombs is to break open these pipe. You'll notice there's a little grey line across it, and these are actual attackable parts of the pipe, because otherwise it'd be sort of impossible to be able to use these black bombs. And I think, if I remember correctly, black B-copters do 24 points of damage to a pipe. So we'll test that out next turn. Right, so they've got their tank units moving up pretty far. Might have to retreat with our anti-air unit in a minute. Should be okay. Okay, so let's get the second comp tower captured. So this has got movement range of 6. So let's start making a wall with our tanks. And let's line up our artilleries behind it. Just check. Yeah, so they can't get the artillery that's right behind it. That's good. Move rockets up. Neo tank on the city. Yeah, that'll do. Tank unit can't go one space over from the artillery, so that's where we'll put the tank. Start breaking open this hole. 28%, that's a lot better. If it was 24, I think we might have a bit of struggle to do this within 3 turns, but I think with 28% we should be able to do it in 3, or maybe 4. Again, I'm not great at maths, so I don't know why I'm even trying to do that. So, let's do...
Since when are you not good at math?
Well, I mean doing it while live, quote and unquote, because it's not very interesting to watch someone just look blankly at a screen trying to do maths in their head when you can just do it yourself while watching.
Have you got a camera?
No, I haven't got a webcam. But, you know, some streamers do. Some Let's Players do as well, because they go for the whole reaction. So yeah, that actually segues quite nicely into some questions we've been having. So one person I know has asked, why do we have the screen settings the way they are now? And the short answer to that is because Nintendo. The longer answer to that is, this is, I feel, the best setup for Advance Wars Dual Strike, because most of the action takes place on the bottom screen. But for some reason, and I'm not sure entirely why, but Nintendo decided not to make an option where both of the screens were equal size. And I really don't understand why they didn't do that, because they've shown they can have it as equal size with other...
I mean, think about it this way. Nintendo aren't exactly renowned for making it easy for Let's Players.
Well, no, this is not even for Let's Players. This is for people. This is for people playing the game. They've added a lot of options, which is, you know, it's a admirable effort. But the options they've given just don't really make much sense.
As far as I'm concerned, they've put it on a system, which I think is really good. You know, what you wouldn't have been able to play this had they not decided to put it onto Virtual Console.
Yeah, that's true. It would have required getting some fancy capture cards set up with
credit where credit's due, you know.
The 3DS most likely. So yeah, they've done pretty well on that front.
Did you see the new 3DS XL that they're bringing out?
Which one was it?
It's the grey one.
The grey one?
Yeah, it's like vintage and retro. It's really cool.
Oh, is it the Super Famicom one?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it would be the SNES actually.
Yeah. I think it's based on the SNES. It doesn't look like
It's got the coloured buttons, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A, B, X, Y.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
so nice. But I've got that weird one with the twiddle stick that you don't even use.
The nub, yeah. That's one of the criticisms. It's one of the criticisms where they could have had like the actual parts to make that useful, but they just didn't.
They just had to put it in there and then they've not used it. What's the point in it even being there? In fact, which game even uses it?
Well, Majora's Mask uses it
Does
for the camera rotation.
Not a lot. It's easier to do it different ways.
Monster Hunter 4, and I'm pretty sure the new Monster Hunters as well will use it.
Monster Hunter, didn't they put that on the Wii? I thought they put that on the Wii.
Yeah, they did. They put it on the Wii, and I think Monster Hunter 3 came out on the Wii U. So you're right. You know, it did come out there.
I don't know which is better. I've never played Monster Hunter. I tried it.
We tried the demo and it wasn't great, was it?
But I think that's because the demo was shit. I'm not sure if the
Yeah.
actual game is shit.
No, I wouldn't say so either.
But I mean, I can't be bothered trying something when I've already tried it and I did not enjoy it. So I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, it wasn't a good impression.
That one with the wolves was, though, wasn't it? When you put the, well, you know, when they had that little sort of tent thing and you went in.
The wolves. Oh, you're talking about Far Cry Primal.
Yeah, that looked good.
Yeah, it was alright.
I've not tried playing that though.
No, we're not fans of the first-person shooter genre, are we?
Well, I'm not. I don't like it.
Yeah. So, these Neotanks might start making a move pretty soon. Usually they move this back. Yeah, 31%. Artillery out. So we've opened up the pike unit for these black bombs here. So that's a black bomb, eh? Pretty sweet. That thing has bomb written all over it. It's essentially a simple air unit without a main cannon or secondary guns. I think it's an unmanned weapon. We can control it from here with the remote. The controls are simple, so we should be able to move it like any other unit. Hey, let's try blowing one up. Isn't that dangerous? Maybe not. This is a new kind of weapon, and I'm not familiar with it yet. Blowing one up is a good way to see how it performs.
That's true, that is true. I guess.
We've already seen how these work before in the third mission. It's about to explode. Are you ready? And you'll notice that that range is incredible. That's almost, what is that? It's 1, 2, 3. 3 in a diamond shape. That's almost as big as a rocket unit's range. Whoa, kaboom! I knew it. This is the same thing that destroyed our copters on Biren Island. The bombs take 5 HP from any unit within a 3 square radius. Okay, now I know what these black bombs can do. So, when these were first sort of introduced, I guess, to people who, you know, play this game religiously, they initially said that black bombs would have been too expensive and sort of a gimmick for them to be used effectively. But it actually turns out that within a few months of the game being released and people started playing online with it, it's actually the most powerful unit in the game. And whoever manages to make their black bomb unit first essentially wins.
Why?
Just because it's so devastating. It reduces any unit to half health if it's in range, and that's incredibly powerful. And it leads to situations where it doesn't matter how many units you've got. If they're all at half health, they'll die on the next turn because you'll probably attack that turn. So I just want to check. Lash has got her CO power built up. I can kill a recon unit here. I don't want to get too close to this Neo-Tank with 5 health, because the other Neo-Tank will get in the way. You know what? Let's leave our Neo-Tank there. Where's the anti-air unit? Can't reach as far. Yeah, let's move it out and next to the mech unit, because then we'll be able to use it more effectively next turn. And that will do for this turn. So now you'll see all of the units try and join together to get their health back. And it's kind of unfair that they give you 6 of these black bombs within this level. It's like, what can the AI do to prevent you totally and utterly destroying them? These black bombs have a movement range of 9, and that means they can go pretty much anywhere on the map wherever they choose. I'm trying to think, is this the best place? It's not in the range of the Neo tank, so no. This is better. Yeah. There we go. And I think we can afford to waste 1 black bomb here. Actually, no. Don't want to get the MD tank in the range. Let's capture this. And let's do 60%. That's not too bad. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, never mind. I've just realised I put my tank unit in the range again. It's deceptive how big the range for this is. I can move it 1 part to the side, and that should avoid it.
I think you're just doing it too fast.
What? Trying to pick which units to kill?
No, not picking it. It's placing it. You make up a decision and place it before you look at the surroundings.
Yeah, it's sort of thinking on the fly it's difficult. And let's playing and streaming is not easy business, but hey ho, that's the thing we're doing. So let's put let's see. Their anti-air unit can reach this woods, but not here, so we'll put one next to the woods, because that's the maximum of that range. And then these just need to come out. Okay. So, again, I think we will leave... Actually, no. What's the best way to do this? Okay, got it. We'll sort of make a little barrier here, and we'll put our artillery units behind. So then, if they decide to come up and attack our units, we can safely counterattack. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, I think I was mentioning before, screen settings for this, it's pretty much down to Nintendo, and I think this is the best one that works for this game in particular. There is an option to have equal size screens, and they're both sort of lined on top of each other, but that changes the control method to putting the gamepad vertical as well, and that makes it a lot harder to try and use buttons, which works best for Advanced Wars Dual Strike. So...
Just a way to make it easier to play.
Pretty much, yeah. It's not ideal in terms of screen space, but well, what can you do?
Well, it would be worse than, you know, being terrible at the game because you're playing it at an angle.
Yeah, exactly. It would just take so much longer to make decisions and so on.
And would it be smaller on the actual gamepad?
It would be smaller a little bit, yes. Because at the moment we've got the bottom screen sort of blown up.
Yeah, for those that don't know, me and Rob both wear glasses. We both find it difficult to see.
And we're not playing on the biggest of TVs.
No, we are not. It's about the size of a chocolate bar, so...
What? No, it's bigger than that.
I'd love a chocolate bar that big. So. Can you imagine?
So, the idea for this is to take out highest value units. Can't reach any there. Neo tank can hit. Right, okay. Check this range. So, attack the MD tank from the south. So yeah, screen settings, bigger screen on blown up, that's best option for this game. If you're watching this on Twitch, you'll notice there's a bit of empty black space on the left-hand side. But if you're watching this on YouTube, you'll notice that there's a big red subscribe button, which you should definitely press.
Yeah, and a like as well.
Well, no, there's not going to be a like there. That's just going to make more effort to actually change... Oh, never mind. It adds a lot more effort to add that in afterwards. And
what,
YouTube
like
annotations don't work that way.
What? Since when?
They don't allow annotations that link to external sites unless it's charity or crowdfunding, I believe.
I'm a charity.
Yeah, but for different reasons.
The charity caves.
Yeah. But yeah. So, the reason why we've got some empty black space on the side is we've decided not to use a webcam for streaming and Let's Playing, just mainly for privacy purposes.
Plus, it means that we can do this wearing stupid clothes. For example, I am sitting down at my laptop, playing Mahjong, wearing a unicorn onesie.
Yeah, but I think some people might actually like to see you wearing the unicorn onesie.
No, not when I'm sitting like this.
So that just sounds dirty because people can't see how you're sitting.
Yeah, well, I'm sitting like a man.
So yeah, I will eventually, I might add an overlay to our stream, but with the software we're using at the moment, which is just the Elgato software that comes with the Elgato HD60, the computer itself says that it's not powerful to run stream commands and have overlays at the same time.
What's an overlay?
So, for example, you can have the name of your channel next to your stream or the game you're playing. You can have a webcam. You can have sort of like subscriber donation. Sorry.
Don't subscribe. I was like,
No.
Okay.
Subscriber alerts, donation alerts. So yeah, having overlays is.
Yeah, but we don't want donations. That's not why we're doing this.
No, it's not. But you know, people like to see games they play, and they like to support other people that they like. So you know, some people make a living off of Twitch. Like they do it as a full-time job.
Yeah, but they're really good.
No, not even those. I think you're probably thinking of like competitive professional esports players.
Yeah, who are you talking about?
There's just normal streamers that make enough money from subscribers and donations that they can just afford not to go to a normal 9-to-5 job.
That sounds really good, but I love my job. So.
Yeah, and me too as well. So I don't think I'd give up my job for this. But, you know, it's nice to have the option to. Assuming that we get a big enough following, of course.
I don't know if I'd want to do games all day, though.
Yeah.
I think it gets a bit boring after a while. It gets a bit stale.
Well, there is that aspect of it, but I'd say that maybe you're just playing the wrong game. Maybe you're not playing games in the right environment. You know, you can play with a group of people, you can go to conventions.
Yeah, but they don't, though, do they? In general.
Oh no, streamers usually are singular, but...
Cave dwellers.
No, don't call them cave dwellers, that's mean.
I'm only joking. Or am I?
Okay. Oh man, this is so annoying. Now I have to make another remote. Hey, we found a blueprint for the black bomb. Nice work. Now we can develop our own black bombs. Works for me. Those bombs are stylish.
The bomb.
Good one.
Yeah.
It's like a huge fireworks show, and everyone's invited. Yes, I suppose, but you can only use them once. Isn't that a waste? It's like you scratched that one fat beat that you'll never find again. I like it. I've got to master these things. Yeah, I don't usually use black bombs, mainly because, like Rachel said, they're one-use things and they're not very helpful if you're trying to complete a map in certain times or within certain limits. But they can be useful depending on the map, so it's very useful for this map as well. So, we've got the black bombs. How many units did we use? No units lost. We got a perfect 320 points S rank for getting some of the pipe openings destroyed. So, that was mission 14. And now we're moving on to mission 15.